Hello everyone, myself lecturer Miss Aditi Anil Kushare, Master of Pharmacy in Quality Assurance Techniques. Today we are going to discuss about the topic first aid, that is elements of minor surgery and dressings from health education and community pharmacy. So the topics to be covered are as follows: definition of first aid, elements of minor surgery and dressings. In definition of first aid is the provision of immediate care to a victim with an injury or illness usually affected by a lay person and performed within a limited skill range. First aid is normally performed until the injury or illness is satisfactorily dealt with, such as in the case of small cuts, minor bruises and blisters, or until the next level of care such as paramedic or doctor arrives. First aid is an emergency aid or treatment given to someone injured, suddenly ill, etc. before regular medical services arrive or can be reached. Elements of minor surgery and dressings. In general terms, the surgery is the term traditionally used for treatments that involve the cutting or stitching tissue. However, advances in surgical techniques have made the definition more complicated. Sometimes lasers, ultracisions, rather than scalpels are used to cut the tissues. Surgery is a broad area of care and it involves the many different techniques. Minor surgery, any surgical procedure that does not involve the anesthesia or respiratory assistance during the surgical procedure. A medical procedure involving an incision with instruments performed to repair the damage or arrest disease in a living body. For an example, hemorrhoids, tissue necrosis in abscess. There are many conditions that can be treated quickly and easily by vaporization with electrical diathermy. Example are warts destruction, that is simple excision. Example, mole biopsy. This just requires a little local anesthetic and a few minutes of your time. Basic first aid for bleeding. Regardless of how severe, almost all bleeding can be controlled. Mild bleeding will usually stop on its own. If severe bleeding is not controlled, it may lead to shock and eventually death. There are steps to take if you are faced with bleeding right now. Cover the wound with a gauze or a cloth and apply the direct pressure to stop the blood flow. Don't remove the cloth, add more layers if needed. The cloth will help clots form to stop the flow. In most cases, applying a tourniquet may do more damage to the limb than good. The 2010 American Heart Association guidelines also discount the value of elevation and using pressure points. A dressing is a sterile pad or the compress applied to a wound to promote the healing and protect the wound from further harm. A dressing is designed to be in direct contact with the wound as distinguished from a bandage, which is most often used to hold a dressing in place. Many modern dressings are self-adhesive. A dressing can have a number of purposes depending on the type, severity and the position of the wound. Although all the purposes are focused towards promoting recovery and protecting from further harm, the key purposes of a dressing are stem bleeding, to help to seal the wound, to expedite the clotting process, protection from infection, to defend the wound against germs and mechanical damage, absorb exudate, to soak up blood, plasma and other fluids exuded from the wound containing it or them in one place and preventing maceration, ease pain either by a medicated analgesic effect, compression or simply preventing pain from further trauma, debride the wound to remove the slug and foreign objects from the wound to expedite healing, reduce the psychological stress to obscure a healing wound from the view of the patient and others. Ultimately, the aim of a dressing is to promote the healing of the wound by providing a sterile, breathable and moist environment that facilitates the granulation and epithelialization. This will then reduce the risk of infection, help the wound heal more quickly and reduce the scarring. Historically, the dressings were made of a piece of material, usually a cloth, but the use of the cobwebs, dung, leaves, and honey have also been described. However, the modern dressings include the dry or the impregnated gauze, plastic films, gels, foams, hydrocolloids, alginates, hydrogels, and polysaccharide pastes, granules and beads. They all provide the different physical environments suited to different wounds. Usage of dressings. The application of paraffin gauze on the cellulitis wound on the leg. Applying a dressing is a first aid skill, although many people undertake the practice with no training, especially on minor wounds. Modern dressings will almost all come in a prepackaged sterile wrapping date coded to ensure sterility. Sterility is the necessary to prevent the infection from pathogens resident within the dressing. Historically and still the case in many less developed areas, and in an emergency, dressings are often improvised as needed. This can consist of anything including clothing or spare material which will fulfill some of the basic tenets of a dressing, usually stemming, bleeding, and absorbing exudate. Bandaging is something you would do to control the severe bleeding. Ideally, you want to use the sterile dressings, but they may not be readily available to use. Whatever you have, for an example, towels, clothing, the idea is to put the constant pressure over the cut to control the bleeding. You want to tie with the enough pressure to control the bleeding, but not so much so that the blood does not get through to the remainder of the limb. If you restrict the blood flow, that area may die and require amputation, so be very careful. Once you have tied the dressing, you need to check to make sure you did not make it too tight, and check this every couple of minutes. For example, if you have bandaged a forearm, here's how you check for circulation. Compare both the hands to make sure they are similar in temperature and color. Check the hand to make sure it is not swelling or turning blue. Ask the person if the hand feels numb or tingly. If they lose the sensation, then it's too tight. Do not remove the bandage but loosen it a bit. If the first dressing becomes soaked with blood, then simply put another one on top. Do not remove the original one, as you will be reopening the wound. Notes: always use the caution when dealing with the bodily fluids. Wear the gloves and wash your hands immediately after. Keep in mind that the injured person may go into shock. Purposes of bandage: to secure dressing in a position, to form the slings for support, to secure pads. Roller bandages: these bandages are made of cotton gauze that are crepe, elastic fabric or linen, are wrapped around the injured in a spiral turns. Figure of 8. To improvise, the material may be torn into strips of the required length and width. Width required for finger 2.5 cm, for head and arm 6 cm, for the leg about 9 cm, for the body 15 cm. The bandages should be tightly and evenly rolled. What we learned from this topic: first aid, elements of minor surgery and dressing. The learning outcomes are: definition of first aid and the elements of minor surgery and dressings. Thank you.